This is my Marx layout. It's a little over 100 square feet, and it's built from 8 closet doors that I got when I remodeled a house on the inside. As you can see, I've got some fairly desirable pieces, like the 5590 deluxe crane with a searchlight on top. Also the Girard station, which is illuminated. Down here we have some 3/16 metal cars. These are from the 40s and early 50s. And over here we have some crossing gates. These are the plastic ones. Plasticville pieces. These are all the same pieces I had on the layout I had when I was an adolescent. And of course, the bubbling water tower, which isn't bubbling right now. Down here we have something that's really nice. This is the 666 242 locomotive with smoke. The thing that makes this so special is down here on the steam chest. You'll see a little hole there. It not only puffs smoke out of the stack, but also out of the steam chest. They didn't make too many of these. And further down on the lower level, you'll see the rotating floodlight, which is rotating. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Today it is, fortunately. Here's some more 3/16 metal cars. You'll notice here, this is the diesel fueling station. Fairly rare accessory. This isn't hooked up right now, but it will be. Okay, more 3/16 metal box cars. Floodlight. And we've got the plastic crossing signals, the 438 crossing gates, and of course the number 1420 crossing shanty with the blue man coming out whenever you go by. Coming out the back, we've got these switchers here. These are pretty nice because when they're operating, those lights turn red and green depending on which way the train wants to go. And they are really cool. I mean, Lionel never made anything as cool as that. Here's the El Capitan Passenger Car set, illuminated. You'll notice they don't look quite original. That's because they're not. They were all rusty and bent up when I bought them. I've repainted them. And the decals I had made up special from a guy up in New Hampshire. He makes decals up for your custom order. And as you can see, they're the exact duplicates of the original ones that came from the factory. I'm pretty proud of this job here. And pulling these cars, of course, is the 1095 AA diesels. This is the same unit I had when I was a kid. That was the first train set I ever had. Going around the back, we have 2 bridges, both Marx. And here's a Lionel piece. Yeah, this is a Lionel Crossing. You sharp-eyed viewers out there probably noticed a few other Lionel pieces I had. All of the bumpers here are Lionel, with the exception of one here in the Village. There's also over here in the distance a Lionel Semaphore. See if I can get a close-up of that. There it is. And that's about it, except for the Lionel transformers, which power this layout. I originally had the 100-watt Marx transformer, but I just didn't have enough power to run all these trains. So I got two Lionel KWs, which I'll show you in a second. And here they are. The two KWs put out 125 volts each. Here's the controls for the switch tracks. And of course, the whistle. And these 4 toggle switches control the spurs, whether I have them on or off. And here's another nice little car here that you don't see too many of. This is the rotating beacon car, and it actually works. There's a lot of these online right now for sale that don't work. There's a spring belt inside, which is very delicate, and after a while it loosens up and it can't be tightened back up again. So a lot of times it has to be replaced with an elastic band, which was the case here with this car. And the top and the bottom half are glued together, so when you take them apart, you have to be very, very careful not to crack the housings. So I'm going to see if I can fire these trains up now without getting a short circuit or a derailment, which is very rare. So we're going to start with the diesel. You can have a little speed now. Oh, we have a derailment. Well, that's the end of this session. See you next time. Okay, during this last segment, we had a derailment with a diesel, so I parked it over there in that spur. So now, we're going to see if we can get this steamer going over here. This is the one that has the special smoke element that not only has smoke coming out the stack, but also out the steam chest. So, here we go. See, it's puffing pretty good now. No derailments. That's simply amazing. Of course, we're not done yet. Okay, how was that? Now, we have another steamer over here. This is a 666. You can't see it very well. I'm going to bring it out now. We're going to switch over to the main, and we have to turn on the spur, which is right over here. All right. Now it should work. There it goes. Now you can hear the chugging sound, and you can also see the revolving beacon, which works very well. Now here's something really neat. This is a Santa Fe tender that has a chugging mechanism right in the bottom, and that's strictly mechanical. And this is something else that Marx had that Lionel never did. This unit was made in 1955 only. And Lionel had a whistling tender, but never one that made this chugging sound. And also next to it is a 1666 locomotive. I'm sorry I said it was 666. This is also the gray locomotive that goes with the tender, which is very rare. As a matter of fact, this is the only one I've ever seen. And now, the bubbling water tower. It wasn't bubbling before. It takes a while for it to heat up. Okay, I'm going to fire this one up again, and we'll call it a day. And there we go, the derailment that I was waiting for. That's it for now, people.